Hello, 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 hello. How's it going, peeps? It's me, it's 33. There we go. A little better. We're not starting IPW Underground just yet. We are gonna be doing something a little bit more chill, if you catch my drift. And I am gonna this will do for some sound. Put this in the background. Okay. I'm just gonna just drop it. There we go. Welcome back to what's it called? Our last live event was Once City Limit. It was resolved. After her, there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. I seem to do this every year. Open this big old box and see the other 2 or 3 right now. Certainly the widest one. I'm just gonna rip it open. Oh, it smells fragrant. This is actually quite hard to open. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. Design on the inside is, I heard something by accident opening it. It's pretty cool in terms of design. I'll lower this so I don't have to be turning it so much. Wait, let's open it. It's actually sliding out the box. Red light. The issue is, right now, the bottom is like opening. You can hear it and see it. Almost dropped it. Okay. Pretty cool. So what's this? Oh, wind up minion. So that you can just rev up and that was getting annoying, but yeah. Wind up minions. Minions! Oh, it's a little cold. Season all the way
now that we closed them, let's open drawer number 1. And of course it's a one way. World 2025 pins. So you've got Zinzao and maybe Zoe? Hard to tell. Pretty cool. Trying to get this in focus, it's pretty hard. The box this way. Raw now. There is not enough room to open this. Okay. Scuttle crab. A world's designed scuttle. Nice. Cool. There's also in here an envelope. I think I know what that is. As well as the history of worlds. Here you go. All the grand final results. And basically telling you to use the browser I already used. But random. Is it just padding? Pointless padding? Anyway. Yeah, the badges, as we say, are there. Let me have a look what's in the envelope. I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's basically it's a lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her talking about cause she got a bad little waist and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Yeah, it's a bit hard to read, but it's jazz, as you usually get at events like this where they change the entire form. It's the first time we've actually looked at these. This is like the first time in 2025 I talk about it. Thoughts on the new world structure it is weird, isn't it? The Swiss stage, I mean, I get it, it's just removing the competitive atmosphere, honestly. It doesn't feel competitive world championship, like TFO, obviously, underdog team that everyone has been thinking about because they've been doing so well, but like overall, it's not that solid world because of everything feels so. Feels a bit rushed getting between places. It is such a quick tournament this year. Like we're already at quarters. G-Class multifunctional is in this thing, Mercedes. What does this do? Okay. It's a key. Well, it looks like a car. But, what? Obviously, I can't read it. It's too small for me to read, especially when I'm this tired. So yeah, I'm coming into today's stream a little bit cold. A little bit, tired. I'm gonna casually take my phone out for once on the stream. accidentally load a game instead of load my camera. They've released a new series on a signature series. Is there any card that... There is some new cards that I would like. Oh god. Oh goodness gracious.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Big lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her. Need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine.
Well, I've got an iconic card in here. Baby Priest, Roller Coaster, Hulk. Don't want that. Honestly, nothing good. There's a second pack. There's a third pack. There's a fourth pack. There's a fifth pack. There's a sixth pack. These are pretty bad. Seventh pack.
They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to
This is actually the last decent pack, maybe.
make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan.
Another iconic. It's the stick-facing Rikishi. Nice. There's another pack. Lana. There's a lot of cards in there. God. I have apparently one more purchase of this pack. I am tempted to do it. If you know me, you know how much I love Fallon Henry. Hence why she's German. I'm joking, of course. But I do like to collect my cards. Okay, there are some pretty dope ones in this set. See what's in the premium challenge.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby game.
Honestly, that was pretty bad. There's last pack. Magic. Alright. Another iconic drop is... Oh, I got the Fallon iconic. That's actually good. I like that. Another pack. iconic. Lash Legend.
They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could
I've
get you
got off
high,
track
all the
here, I've
dopamine
derailed.
inside triggers fast once she's
What I was
naked. Her
able to
body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. Got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place off the liquor that we chase.
Another
Got some
iconic.
egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby, came here to play. I feel like an addict,
This
cause she's
is
sex,
good.
drugs,
Gonna come out these last
cocaine.
two packs. Well, here's the big red pack. Another iconic. Jesse Ventura. I'm just hoping I hit a legendary early. A legendary in this set would be pretty nice. A legendary Fallon Penny would just make my day, honestly. I hit nothing. Okay. Anyway. Before I burst the bank, let me just have a look at this.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel
Some
boots
German.
and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh
There's
baby's hella
wrenches.
bad. After her there ain't no coming
Bottle
back. Wanna
openers,
take a run
Phillips
at that.
screwdriver.
I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few
Laptop
degrees. My
screwdriver.
imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Big
Wrenches.
lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her
Ooh.
touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing
inches
down
and
this place off the
centimeters.
liquor that we
4.1.
chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll
Nice.
show you how I make
Tool that
everything
I
just
will
fade
probably
away.
never
She's
use.
like sex, drugs, cocaine,
my own
body so
bottle opener.
insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame.
But it is interesting.
I feel like an addict 'cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
That is going past me.
Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty.
Let me
They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it.
There's some other
She
stuff
could
in
get you
here.
high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment,
DJ?
but even he couldn't learn how to contain it.
Nice.
Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she
Pretty
wears
cool.
up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby, came here to play. I feel like an addict 'cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Oh, I've got a legendary pool. Sorry, I have to know. It is legendary Julius Creed. They never give you a card you want. Anyway. Earn your legacy. Mouse mat. Pretty cool. Let's go back in there. And then obviously, big thing about this box is, as my dog sneezes, this little mouse a new HyperX Haste for Worlds. That is going as my spare mouse in my collection of stuff. Never to see the light of day, probably.
I see her rolling up Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots.
That is the world's drop.
Baby's bad, oh baby's
pretty cool.
Bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby. I
have hit nothing other than the iconic, which is good.
Show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's
I just like the big one. Only hitting pretty good considering these packs really don't give much. Wow, I hit nothing.
Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on her tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
This back over there. It's time now for our episode of IPW Underground to actually begin. I'm unsure of how we'll do here, because this is going to be a weird show to say the least. Okay. This should be fun. I know headphones in.
And a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no
Three big bouts tonight, all of which impact the IPW Underground rankings and standing. Let's go into our opener tonight. It's going to be an epic brawl to showcase the more. Heads are about to go shaky. The Underground. As the Waller effect is about to take place. The hard hitter. Cocky.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing A-Town Down Under from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 206 pounds, Grayson Waller.
The cocky killer that is Grayson Waller. Man, oh man. A lot could be said about him here in IPW Underground. A record touting a, if I can find him, 2-0 record. Looking to take it to 3 against a man who likes to shake his head. D-Lo in the house.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 268 pounds, D'Lo Brown.
Brown we've seen not in the Underground, I believe. I'm just going to double check that. But yeah, no, his debut in the Underground tonight, going up against Waller, who is, as we know, very prolific down here. Mainstay of the Underground versus a man who is really trying to find his footing in IPW Underground and in IPW more or less. And the crowd chanting for NXT. And who can blame him as we get underway here? The collar and elbow to start this off. And it is a solid start here for Grayson Waller, who takes the hold, takes control of the ring. D'Lo striking back a little bit cheekily there. Regardless of that fact, he's going to be forced back into the corner. This time, Waller strikes back a little bit dirty. Both men going toe-to-toe here, knowing it is a battle for supremacy, battle for control in the ring. I believe MMA rules apply for this bout as Waller discord arm into the Fujiwara. Divorce cord into the Fujiwara armbar. That's what I was trying to say. Submission hold applied. Crossface locked in. D'Lo breaks the hold. Escapes to his feet. Waller fights him off though. There's a little bit of a body just block right in front on D'Lo. Both these men really are just trading position, jockeying for control in the early goings. This time D'Lo gets the better of the collar and elbow. Clean break this time. Both men got a bit dirty off the last two, so a clean one, a nice change of pace. Irish whip here by D'Lo Brown. Sends Waller running. Waller tries to hit the big boot, misses. Now what D'Lo tries to send him into the corner, but out the back goes Waller. Both these men really vying for positioners. There's the crossface. Sorry, the rear naked choke locked in here by Waller. Not something you typically see out of him. Locks in pretty deep there. And, well, it forces action out from the big man there. D'Lo taking control. Here as he puts the pressure on. Gonna try and battle with Waller and pops him up sky high. That spine buster connects. D'Lo camel clutch as well. Channels his inner Iron Sheik there. With that hold, the nation synonymous with that sort of control. Gonna keep the pressure on here as takes Waller up, but Waller's fighting out of it. More and more pressure being exerted here by both these men as the count continues to go through the roof as weaponry brought in, and there's a low blow from Waller, who locks in that arm triangle. He has secured victories in the underground with that before. This one not going to be a kill shot as D'Lo dropping his opponent with that DDT. A lot of pressure exerted here. Both men really giving it their all as D'Lo hits the lowdown. That frog splash effective, and it's now going to be used to set up this camel clutch. A lot of body pressure being exerted here. But Waller escapes out the back. Sends him running. A drop down. Beautiful counter by D'Lo. Brown just teeing off right now. Waller's taking a heavy beating here. D'Lo continuing, hits the axe handle to the head. And now, sky high goes Waller. And that's a knockout. D'Lo's victorious in his debut down here. And he takes the undefeated record of Grayson Waller away. A pretty potent victory here for D'Lo. As I say, his debut down here in the underground. Now, attention towards what can come out from Grayson Waller as well. Let's be honest, it is a massive victory here.
Here is your winner, D'Lo Brown.
For D'Lo. Hopefully he can ride that wave of momentum into his performances in IPW. But for now, it is going to be a pretty interesting turn of events. As the next bout, the action set to pick up. As we go from this great bout, hello, it's me again, to another.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no
Let us have a
coming
look,
back.
see.
Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me. Turn it up
Our
a few
next
degrees.
bout.
My imagination
It is
never
in the
thought
women's
gets
division,
the
and
best
this
of
is set to be
me.
hard
Oh, that's
hitting.
such a tease, bitten lips,
Certainly
those
a
days I'm addicted to her, need her touching
MMA
me.
matchup
She got a
for the
bad
ages.
little waist,
Strap on in.
tearing down
Let's
this
get
place.
going.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Meechin.
Meechin bringing the fight from the streets into the IPW underground. Expect carnage. Expect chaos. This matchup's more suited to an underground match, but we're giving it to you purely as an MMA style bout, because guess what? In an underground match, you lose the chaos. You lose the high-flying offense. And now we retain it, because these two ladies certainly can bring a pretty impactful bout. As well, there you hear it. The countdown.
And her opponent from Miami, Florida, Lola Vice.
Lola Vice. hard-hitting, as we say. So is Michin. It's a battle of strikes as the spinning back fist takes on the eat defeat. Overall, you've got to look at this matchup and question who has the advantage here. General Manager Luther Kaiser certainly knows how to pick his opponents, his battles down here in the underground. Well, this one, while we're unclear as to who has the advantage, we're going to know who is the better woman at the end of this bout. Strap on in. We're in for a bumpy ride, and Michin misses with the opening shot. The dropkick avoided. And Lola going to capitalize. A little weird there with that bulldog, but certainly is able to throw Michin's head into the mat. Now, rules of this match are pretty simple. No pinfalls to win. KO submission. The only way to net yourself a victory down here in the underground. And as we witness the start to this matchup, Michin, Dragon Screw leg whip, taking control here early now onto Vice. And we're seeing some hard-hitting shots already. That boot to the back of the head. Certainly just disrespectful in some regard, but it certainly does pack a punch. A wake-up call as it will shake that skull around the body as Michin. Beautiful tornado DDT. This is why we're not in an underground match for this one. There's a table brought into picture. Michin gonna lie it across the ropes. Or the apron, I should say. Not gonna be too impactful there for now, but it is a potential place that could see bodies crashing into it. First collar and elbow tie up, and there's a little thrust out of it there by Vice onto the throat. A little bit cheeky with that shot. But the second time round into lockup, Michin, instead of forcing her strength on Vice, locks in the headlock. And isn't going to pay the price with like a throat chop. So, as we watch in, Vice takes control, breaks the hold that Michin had on her. Sends her out to the ringside, and now Vice, looking for a weapon here, is going to grab the steel chair. Michin now with a football, trying to rock her world, start the rock, but Michin going to get hit with the rock as well. They're trading, jostling for the ball. And we're going for a touchdown maybe, but that roundhouse stops that effort, and the booty of Michin hits the pigskin. Lola channeling her Alistair Black with a black mass, taking the skull maybe of Michin off. Remember, falls can happen out here if it is a KO, obviously. Submissions realistically have to happen in the ring as there's a sacrifice. Vice is bringing the heat here. As these shots are just remorseless. Lola is bringing the heavy hitting offense here. There's some taunting on the apron. Trademark Lola. The hip sway. Michin gonna make her pay for that little bit of cockiness. Sends her running. Pop up. Flapjack. Nice connection there from Michin, who's still keeping the pressure on. Lola trapped in the corner. Michin baits her in. Up over Hurricane Rana. Is Vice now going to pay? Michin might make it. Hooks up the knee. Boom! Side of the face. Rammed head first into the knee. And now Michin locking it in. An Emma lock. A Moodle lock, as it's also known. Not really locked in. It's not around the jawline. Just wrenching across the face stem on anything. So Michin isn't able to win with it as Vice axe kick to the head. That is a pretty heavy offense. I'm surprised Michin's able to run about right now, because that shot was massive. But here's our favorite weapon, the mallet of merciless offense, a Hurricane Rana from Michin after landing 2 big shots with the mallet. Lola's in the drop zone. A moonsault off the middle rope. Both ladies really giving it their all. Michin might be looking to end it now, as it's eat defeat. The shot lands. Vice, she must be struggling here, as Michin has just been impeccable towards the tail end of this match. But Vice, is this her fight back? A beautiful kick to the side of the head. Michin nips up, catches Vice. Bulldog almost landing on the mallet. Now it's time to tune up the band, as there's a guitar rattling across the head of Vice, but the spinning back fist from out of nowhere catches Michin. But Michin, she's busted open, hits a Pele kick. And now it's she looking to end it. Caught, no eat defeat, spinning back fist for the second time round. And now the rear naked choke locked in. Vice looking for the tap out. Will she get it here? No. Michin escapes the hold. Beautiful shots to break out of it. She sends Vice running. Beautiful belly to belly. Just tossing Vice across the ring. And it's time for the encore. The band ready to play. Vice avoids the first shot, but the second. We've got debris, we've got wood scattered around the ring. Because Michin has been beautiful. Northern Lights suplex. Vice, though, fires back with a face buster. That mallet had sat waiting to be used, as it's thrown twice into the body of Michin, making a third. Vice, is that enough to seal the deal? Beckons Michin up, the axe kick to the back. And now, the second attempt, the rear naked locked in. The referee getting a good close look at this, waiting for the tap. It doesn't come though. As Michin breaks the hold, escapes, as both ladies return to their feet. Michin controlling the corner. Charging in, no. Will she? Won't she? The answer's yes. Charges in and hits the boot. There's the drop kick to follow suit. As Vice, staggering on the outside, eats the mallet herself now. Michin misses. And now, oh, a beautiful roundhouse from Vice. Forces Michin into an awkward situation, because that back fist hits again. Unloading heavy shots here is Vice. Side Russian leg sweep into the barrier. coming into this matchup, you had expectations. It was going to be back and forth. It's unrelenting the amount of punishment these ladies are willing to put each other through. Vice is getting cocky. Yet again, taunting in the ring. Avoids the shot from Michin, but can't avoid this one. The 2 forearm strikes connect. Ducking the line, hits the Pele. Michin, what's she looking for here? Steel chair in hand. Lola's back up. Connects, stops the steel chair shot. A scoop and a slam. And this is good night, maybe Michin. No, spinning back fist avoided. Drop kick avoided. Spinning heel kick avoided. Big time lariat hits twice. Catch the boot, sweep the leg. Lola's pumped up. Lola has a steel chair. She can rattle onto Michin. The stomach, the target. Calling her shot. As the back now, the spine eats the shot. Lola, no, misses. Michin in, doesn't, hooks her up. Package, pile driver for the win. My word. Almost ahead of Vice, crashing onto the chair. But goddamn, Michin hits the big shot to seal the deal. The energy these ladies put into this match was phenomenal. There was moments I felt this was done and dusted. But the fact it came down to a package pile driver, a maneuver considered banned around the world. Michin put in that final kill shot. As Lola put up one heck of a fight. Here, catching her out of the defeat to hit that spinning back fist. A spinning heel kick missing, and then just this combination from Lola. I thought she had the matchup sealed. She was going to put Michin down, but here, kick to the gut, hooks her up, and packages her for the loss.
Here is your winner, Michin!
She's sending Vice home unhappy, but let's be honest, that was one heck of a performance by both these ladies. In the end, only one of them's victorious here, as Michin earns herself the dub. Honestly, what a matchup. Excuse me. Our second bout of the evening certainly kicked ass. I'm just looking at the records here. Lola now 1-3. Michin, I just find her on my record sheet. She is actually on my record sheet, which is insane. Which means that was her date. And she gave us that performance, my word. Yeah. More can be said. Let's go main event time. It's submission match action. This is not going to be for the faint of heart. Oh no, sorry. Let's get going, boys and girls. Let's get going. Because it's time for a man who made a living off the streets, hitting hard, hitting with extreme offensive. I forgot to say, Good job, me. Just sat looking at me talking.
The following is a submission match. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, weighing in at 240 pounds, New Jack.
New Jack. In his second bout here in IPW. Looking to right the wrongs of his opener, a losing affair there. Tonight, the action does not... Well, it doesn't go down in terms of competition, that's for sure. Still a difficult opponent here in his second matchup. Can he hang with him, though? That is the real question. Because he might be coronated as king of the streets. This man is the king of the underground.
And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds, Lexus King.
Currently 1-1 here in the underground. Lexus King wanting to get up in the rankings. In recent performances, he's earned himself upset victories over some pretty big stars. And tonight he goes to work against a man who wants to put a one against his name. He wants to kind of upper Lexus King's plans. Well, let's get underway. Our main event on tap right now. It's Lexus King and New Jack, and Lexus King delivers some big shots to start this one off. This is a submission match, and a bout like this really, I'm going to say, might favor Lexus King more than it does New Jack. New Jack, known for that more hard-hitting, beat-em-up style, doesn't really utilize submissions. Whereas Lexus King has got that potential figure four leg lock, I feel. But this is a style that New Jack wants to force. That just raking in the face, just disrupting the flow a star wants to go for. King not going to allow it to affect him too much here. He takes New Jack to the ropes. And he's working over the arm. Maybe trying to force a target onto it to go for maybe an armbar or Kimura. Key lock as well. Also, realistically, arm offense does mitigate some of the impact stars tend to go for. Like with power bombs, the throw element of it is weakened. And as such, it's pretty potent to go for that, as again, King's pulling on that arm, ragging on it, and causing New Jack some trouble. They tie up here for a second time, I believe. New Jack overpowering Lexus King. That is a sight to behold. Will we get a clean break out of it? No. New Jack with a cheap shot. Tries to hit Lariat, though, as a follow-up shot, but cannot do so. Instead, King sends him running. Kitchen sink. Puts him down, and this is sort of where we're seeing the style, the grace of King take effect. As the brashness of New Jack is going to be kind of mitigated here, as King is striking towards that left arm, trying to wear down his opponent. Scoops him up, just running power slams him down. Again, the arms being stomped on. New Jack finally, as this is his time to start striking back. Beautiful lariat. Taking King down. And, well, King is now on the receiving end of some arm torture. Here by New Jack, who I'm intrigued to know what submission offense he could go for. Here against King is the back and forth affair. Taking stride here as there's a headbutt from New Jack. A staggering King falls flat on his face. Well, New Jack, we've said, looking to get revenge, trying to get his first victory here in IPW, but he's caught a Michinoku driver there from Lexus King. Just putting New Jack down. Camel clutch, that modified camel clutch. Locked in there. As King sending New Jack running into the referee, but the boot caught from New Jack. Realizes the trouble. Could have been a coronation on his horizon. This, I've got a feeling, Lexus, you're going to get spiked with the pile driver. Head goes crashing into the mat. New Jack. Is this a jack of all traits as he's going? No, can't lock it in. Lexus sends him running out to ringside. Referee will issue a count here in this submission match. This battle teeing off here. King striking with a shot. Irish whip. Beautiful power slam. Channeled his inner Randy Orton or Gold Dust for that one. Lexus King landing pretty nicely here as the shots come flying through. Big knee to the body, make it a second as he puts New Jack down. These two aren't really looking for submissions just yet. But this might be it. As King is lining him up and just flattens him with the crotch. Just runs through him. I'm gonna con that move. The balls of steel. As New Jack, beautiful DDT, catches Lexus. Now, rear naked choke locked in. Lexus in trouble. Almost getting the victory there as New Jack, but the boot yet again caught. New Jack will not fall prey to a coronation. Instead, he's got King spiked again. The pile driver is delivering punishment to Lexus King, and you can see on his face, just looks completely out of it. Groggy. Out of control. Dazed as Lexus, abdominal stretch. Desperation. Setting in maybe. Immediately out of the hold that New Jack had him in. He goes for a submission. This, we've already conned it a name. Balls of steel. Runs through New Jack and locks into submission. A modified camel clutch. Knee right into the back. Lexus not going to be able to get the dub just yet. Needs a little more. Here is New Jack taking the punishment here. Lexus lines him up again. A big knee. That's massive. Just a punting knee to the head of New Jack. King finally locks him up for a coronation. Is that enough to set up for the win? A modified camel clutch yet again. Wrenching on it is Lexus, but not wrenching far back enough. New Jack's able to just survive the hold without really doing too much. There's the elbow drop missing. New Jack can't grab a hold of King. Instead, it's a flurry of offense from Lexus, who's hooking up New Jack. Knees to the ribs. Followed up with another knee to the head, make it a second. Oh, why not? A symphony comes in threes, and that knee strike does damage. Lexus forced to roll out. As New Jack, oh, I wouldn't do that, caught as he's now hooked up. No coronation just yet, a rainmaker, I guess you could call it, out of that. New Jack drops the headbutt, busts open Lexus. And there we have it. Rear naked choke applied. Will he get the tap? No, is the answer, because Lexus escapes. The referee was also distracted by New Jack's earlier antics. Lexus can't keep a string of offense going now on New Jack, who's got him hooked up again. He's going to be spiked once more. The mat is getting a lot of Lexus head because it is getting jarred into it here by New Jack. An actual camel clutch this time, locked in. New Jack wrenching back on it. Can't get the win just yet. Lexus has survived that flurry. King crawling to the outside. New Jack, no, not going to make him pay. Instead, forced off. Dodges a shot, but this one he can't. Lexus unloading. That's New Jack in a drop zone. He isn't going to fly that style. Instead, springboard. Hits a phenomenal forearm. Drilling the skull of New Jack. Lexus King looking to end it maybe. The boot catching him. New Jack hooks him up. Pile driver. Spikes his head again into the mat. And again, the abdominal stretch applied. The blood trickling down the face of Lexus King. And there's the tap out. New Jack earns the victory. What about? What a war. Tell a lie, Lexus King's actually 2-1 here in the underground. Now he's 2-2. Because New Jack, he's 1-1 now. As the king of the streets. Oh, we've had two kings. A queen of the street and the king of the streets battling here tonight. And what a brawl both of them put on, because they both earned big victories. They both ate, well, I guess you could say some heavy offense like this. Balls of steel. As Lexus, he had control. He did coronate New Jack. But let's be honest, New Jack kept landing the pile drivers, and he kept on slogging forward as this ending sequence, as Lexus threw the punch, he got spiked. And then that camel clutch there, pulled back, gets the win.
Here is your winner, New Jack.
A beautiful victory for the king of the street, as he picks up his first stop here in IPW. Can he get any more, though? That is the real question. We'll find out, hopefully, in the upcoming weeks. But with this, our main event over and done with, you get to look at my beautiful face and it throws up the Michin X yet again. Gotta call it that. But yes, welcome to me again. Hello. Thank you for joining me tonight for an epic episode of Underground. I've got a few things to say before we go any further. This week, your episode of Primetime and Breakdown coming to you not on Tuesday and Thursday. No. Friday, a special episode of Primetime airs for you, as well as on Saturday. Breakdown will be live instead of IPW Underground. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. So no Underground next week. It is going to be Primetime and Breakdown, taking the weekend slots. You don't want to miss that. So we've got one heck of a show coming your way. Peace out.